Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mr. J. Howard, bringing you another video today for Greater Savings Invest, a platform where I share some investment strategy. Of course, consult with your investment specialist. Um, I invite you to information on saving money, tell you some little things that I've learned over time and some ways to put that money to work for you. So from time to time, I have a couple good ideas that I want to share out just to make sure people are taking advantage of. So I'll shoot these videos here in my vehicle. I'll shoot them at home in a little home studio setup. Either way it goes, we like to jump right into it. So without further delay, Mr. J. Howard has 8 ways or reasons that you should have a savings account as an adult. And listen, teenagers, this is for you as well. And we're going to go through it super quick. I just want to make sure y'all can grasp this. The first reason is, of course, to have an emergency fund. Listen, having a savings cushion is essential. You never know when you're going to need that money. I like to tell people all the time, think of a savings account as that's my money that I can't touch. Don't go to your savings account every time something comes up because you want it to build into something. Now, as an emergency fund, if something happens, you want to go ahead and tap that, take advantage of what you built and go ahead and get out of that emergency situation. Be careful. Don't make every little thing an emergency because it won't be an emergency fund. Second reason, financial independence. Savings provide a sense of security and reduce reliance on credit cards. It reduces reliance on loans, things that are going to cause you to go into further debt if not managed properly. There are some credit cards that are essential. There are some loans that are essential, but be very careful. Having a savings account will allow you the freedom of not having so many things like high interest rates or so many obligations to other people. So when you do get a bulk of cash from that lottery or whatever thing you're doing, in all seriousness, because you're winning back on the money that you've put away, you want to make sure it's not going straight to debt. Leads us into number 3. Number 3 is going to be future goals. Whether it's buying a home, starting a business, taking a vacation, having a savings will absolutely help you achieve more with your financial goal. Whatever your strategy is, a savings account can help get you there. Make sure when you're shopping around for savings account, use banks that are going to take care of you. What I mean is look for a high rate of return. Look at what you have. If your nest egg is $10, $50, $100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000, make sure that you're putting your money to work for you. I like to tell people look into certificates of deposits or look into index funds that are going to help you earn money. There's plenty of them out there. All right. So I don't want to just give you like a super long list. I just want you to go take advantage of it and make sure that your money is working for you. Savings accounts are meant to be built and they are meant to earn to make sure that your emergency fund is in place. Next, I want to go into retirement planning. That R word that everybody wants to get to. For some people, that R word is royalty. For some people, that R word is residual. I want you to know that if you are going to build a retirement plan, you are going to build a savings that you contribute to ensure that you have fun so you can be comfortable when it's your time to sit down and relax or maybe take things at a different pace. You want to make sure that you're putting into a retirement fund that's doing what we just talked about in the last step, earning you some money, whether it's supplementing pension, Social Security, whatever the case may be. If you're putting money into it, you want to make sure that it will carry you. Start now, start young, let it grow big, and let the poor ends be big as well. There's also tax incentives and obligations that you have to meet. Make sure you consult with your accountant or whoever your financial professional is, because if you're going to build inside of a retirement fund, you have to know the rules and laws that regulate that. There are a lot of funds that if you touch that money, it's going to tax you big time. So make sure if you are retirement planning, you keep that away from your essential or emergency fund, something that you can touch if you need to without getting taxed. Make sure you consult with your financial specialist for more information on that. Number 5, it's going to reduce a little bit of stress. Here's why. If you know that you have a financial safety net, it will help you reduce stress and anxiety when emergencies come up. It helps your overall well-being. You will feel better knowing that you have a security net in place. Now, I'll tell you, again, don't tap it every time, hey, my friend's in town, we need to go out to eat, right? That may be a time where you entertain your friends at home and you cook and you save a little bit of money. That savings account is for emergencies only. All right. Greatest savings people, we're going to go into number 6. Number 6 is investment opportunities. This is probably one of my favorite. With savings, you have the flexibility and the advantage of investment opportunities that can help you grow your wealth over time. Here's what I mean. If you don't know me by now, you can understand I invest in real estate. I've done wholesale. I've done fix and flip. I've done new construction, building homes to be sold by my partner. Listen, let me tell you, it is a lot easier to enter some of those investment opportunities when you have a savings account. When you build your savings account, you're not just planning for emergency only. You can open it up to investment opportunities. So if a situation happens and the situation makes sense and the numbers add up and you feel like gambling, go ahead and take that gamble. Rely on your savings account. It's cheaper than you tapping other people's money, banks wise, right? Other banks that are going to come with a high interest loan. All right. Especially if you're in the fix and flip realm. You know, those interest only loans that last throughout your project. But if the property's not sold, you're still paying it. All right. Be careful. Have a savings account to give you a bit of a nest egg, especially for your draw funds. And we'll go into that in another video. Number 7, unexpected relocation. This has happened, people. I have seen this a number of times and people aren't prepared. You want to make sure that your savings can provide you a buffer if you need to handle a move or a change on the job. The nightmare of walking into your very cushion job and all of a sudden you get a very nice letter that your services are no longer needed. And in between that time, you have to survive. You want to make sure that you have a savings that's set up and it's ready to take you and your family on. I like to say, try to build at least a 6-month cushion, right? Maybe you can get a job faster. The economy is turning around, right? But if it's a career and it's a high paying career and it's competitive, give yourself about 6 months so you can make sure you're not jumping into a situation that doesn't make sense, right? 6 months is the goal. All right. Number 8, credit worthiness, right? Having a good savings balance can improve your credit score, make it easier to secure loans or mortgages with favorable terms. Here's why. You're coming to the bank with money in your hand. Hey, I need a loan. This is what I have for collateral. And by the way, this is what I'm looking at in the bank. So it can potentially have lenders look at your loan and consider you a lower risk because you have a little bit more available than somebody that's coming to the bank with zero and not much collateral. And they're like, listen, we don't know if we want to take that big of a risk on you because we want to make sure we get our money back. Savings can help with your credit worthiness, right? These are 8 ways that having a savings account can offer both short-term and long-term security as well as flexibility. It's going to help you have a successful and stable future. It's going to give you some ways that you can rely on something that you know is there. We talked about reducing anxiety. Listen, get you a savings account. And if you've grown and you don't have one, now is the time. I'm Mr. J. Howard. This is Greater Savings Invest. I hope it helps. Like, subscribe, follow. I can't wait till the next video. Thanks.